Whoa, calm down, mate.
Anger doesn't always have to be destructive, it can also be constructive. The main four seeds of the tree of anger are these: hostility, being provoked, displeasure, or being annoyed. Hostility is through opposition. It describes a region in military terms with lots of mountains, vast stretches of desert, or impenetrable jungles. These are all areas of challenging terrain that are hard to pass through. Sometimes in life we reach these points where the path ahead seems impenetrable. The thing with hostile terrains is that the challenge is not only the terrain itself, but the deeper challenges that live in that terrain. If a soldier is passing through an impenetrable jungle, he will most likely face the beasts that live in that jungle, who even have the strength to kill him. The soldier has to find the strength to overcome these beasts in a terrain that compromises an easy victory. Sometimes we can get angry because it seems like the terrain we are in is impossible. We may get angry because we know there is a prize on the other side of this hostile territory, but it just seems like we will not make it. The key is not to use anger against our own journey. This will result in self-defeat. The key is to use this anger against the forces that try and paralyze us, to make us think we are no match for the hostile territory. Be encouraged. Yes, the territory may be full of challenges and beasts, but as long as we place our strength in the source that created everything, we will be okay. Be encouraged to use anger as fuel to overcome the hostile territory. Don't let the hostile territory use your anger against you.
Wow!
Hostility can cause us to be provoked to the point of retreat, or it can cause us to dig deeper. When we enter the place where we are meant to be, there will be other kings that will try and come against us. There will be people that will make us feel like we are not meant to be there. They are angry because they are afraid. They see our light. They see that we will try and make a difference. They fear that our light will outshine theirs, and they will do everything they can to chase us out by provoking us. People sometimes provoke us because they are afraid of the gift we carry. A gift has a way of drawing attention without being loud. The villains are afraid that the excellent work that is done in the first week will get more appraisal than the work they have been doing for months. If we feel provoked at any point, instead of using it to curse, we can use it to grow. Usually when people are provocative, they are trying to draw something out of us. Depending on the intention of their heart, this could be negative or positive. Some people in our lives are the villain of our story because they have malicious intent, while some are challengers, which will put obstructions and obstacles with good intentions in order to provoke the greatness that is hidden deep within us. If we are being provoked by the villain, be aware of their plans. Don't fall victim to their malice, and just focus on perfecting the gift in silence so God can reward us openly. If we are being provoked by a challenger, however, where they are presenting obstacles to bring out the best in us, with no malice involved but the desire to see us elevated, we can work with them and use this as an opportunity to get smarter, quicker, and stronger. Challengers usually come in the form of coaches. An example of a villain is Scar from Lion King. And an example of a provocative coach which will bring up the best in us is Coach Carter from the film Coach Carter. Moving on to displeasure. People get angry at themselves because they have a displeasure of what they have or haven't achieved. In a negative sense, if displeasure is not managed correctly, it can cause us to be too hard on ourselves. But if it is put in balance, it can actually allow us to see what we can do to attain the next level. Let me personalize this, because I want to take a moment to let you in. I have a deep displeasure. I have a deep displeasure of not being where God wants me to be at this present moment. But I do not use this displeasure to go and find pleasure in things that can harm me. I use this displeasure to find pleasure in things that will grow me. Due to displeasure, I find it hard to settle and to do the minimum when it comes to my calling and purpose found in God. It causes an anger inside to pursue God more than I ever have, and to increase the time spent in practicing my crafts. My displeasure pushes me closer towards the things that need to be executed, not to the things that will execute me. Annoyance. Being annoyed can be subjective, depending on the context. However, it has a lot to do with patience that has run out. Running out of patience is not always bad because it can cause us to re-strategize the initial plan. Let us use annoyance to reflect instead of it causing rifts and quarrels that take away the focus needed to move forward. The official definition of patience is this: the capacity to accept or tolerate delay, problems or suffering without becoming annoyed or anxious. In order to manage annoyance effectively, we need to know what we accept and don't accept. Tolerate the imperfections of human nature that doesn't impact too heavily on the overall goal. Accept the problems that may come with success, knowing how to deal with them. And have endurance in times of suffering so we can build muscle. Feel free to like, comment and subscribe. Thanks for listening.